What's going on, man? Patrick James here. We're going to get some coffee real quick, but figured I'd answer a few questions on the way over. I got my new videographer behind the camera, so let's roll. Alright, so this question is a little bit longer and it came from Ryan_20 on Instagram. And I want to let you know it's a little long, so as I read it, just know that the value is obviously going to be very good. He said, hey man, I've been watching your videos and they're so helpful. I just need some more specific advice for this situation. I met this girl and her and I instantly clicked. Really good chemistry on both sides, and she even admitted to me after our first date that it was the best date she's ever been on. We kissed at the end of the night and after our second date as well. So here's where the issue comes in. She admitted to me that she talks to quite a few guys. Red flag, I know. Red is my favorite color, LOL. And over text, she is so different to the way she is in person. She's never replying. When she does, it seems very non-committal. I have a busy schedule, so I don't rush to reply immediately to her messages, and I make sure to give her some space to miss me. I haven't acted jealous even once when she goes out with her friends. Why would I be jealous? I mean, we aren't even official, and yet for some reason she still doesn't seem to want to be the one chasing me. Is she perhaps distancing herself a bit so she can make up her mind about me? Should I go for no contact? I guess this girl has played on my mind more than others because I genuinely can't read how she's feeling. Thanks in advance for more of your dope advice. Alright man, so where do I even start with this? There's a lot of things that I want to say based on your question, but the first one is you mentioned how she was talking about how she talks to other dudes, and you said that this is a red flag. You also said that you like red, the color red, but I see where you're coming from on that. However, here's the thing, man. Why is it a red flag that she's talking to other guys? Because the way I see it, just from the outside looking in, and obviously the guy who wrote the book on attraction, literally, the way I see it is that she's doing exactly what you need to be doing, which is dating from abundance. You know, the problem with a lot of guys, especially in today's society, the way we raise men up, is we think we have one soulmate out there and we gotta do whatever we can to go out and find her, and then when we find the girl who we want, we gotta win her over through big, nice romantic gestures or some big gesture just to show her that you like her, and hopefully she'll approve of you back, which is exactly the opposite way of how it works, because you've probably experienced this yourself, that maybe sometimes if you pursue a girl or you confess your feelings for a girl, it never really works out. In fact, that girl that you're chasing, she's chasing another dude. There's levels to this shit, and there's always a guy that she's chasing, and there's always guys chasing her, especially if she's a cute girl in today's society. So I wouldn't see this as a red flag. If anything, I would see it as a sign that she's doing exactly what you need to be doing, which is dating from abundance, because I promise you, she's not writing to dating coaches asking, like, how do I win this one guy over, unless he's the guy that's making her chase him. So on that note, we're about to hit the street, and I want to get some coffee first to where I can finish out this question for you.
Money.
Have you ever heard of yerba mate?
Yeah.
Alright, so now that we're in private, let's continue this. So basically, I was talking about how she wants the guy who's gonna make her chase him. And this is what another mental block that a lot of guys have, is they think, oh, maybe I'm a manipulator. I'm manipulating her if I'm making her chase me. But here's the thing, man. First off, manipulation gets a bad rap in society, but it shouldn't, because manipulation at the end of the day is just influence and persuasion. It's no different than if you're with a group of friends and you guys are trying to figure out where to go to eat, and you are trying to make the logical argument of why you guys should go to the place that you want to go to. That right there is manipulation, is influence. And so women, what you got to understand is they want the guy who's going to make her chase him, because here's the thing. Women, they actually do naturally live in abundance, like I've been talking about before, is they naturally live in a world where guys are abundant, right? Dick is the most abundant resource to them. It's not money, it's dick. They can get it whenever they want. And so it's no big deal for them to just like not give a guy the time of day, because they know she knows she can replace him with 20 other dudes. But the guy who does stand out is the guy who's not gonna chase her like everybody else, and the guy who makes her chase him. And so I want you to understand that women want that chase. They like the chase. They like the feeling of winning a guy over and getting him to actually settle down with her. And that's kind of like her motivation. She gets the rewarding feeling from winning him over. It's similar to like if you were doing a really tough workout, and at the end of the workout, yes, it was hard to do, but afterwards, when you come through the other end, you feel good, you feel accomplished, and that's what women want. And that's why they like the chase. And so what I'm recommending, another thing that I want to transition to here is in your question, you said that when you guys were going on dates and it was going well, the reason why she stopped, I guess, being so receptive to you and started being non-committal, as you said, and that's interesting that you use the word non-committal, is because maybe she's just not ready for a casual, like, one-on-one relationship with a guy. Maybe she's just out of a long relationship and she just wants to enjoy herself or just be single for a little bit. Everybody kind of goes through those phases, and it's not wrong or right, and it's not that she's choosing to live a different way than you want to, but it just seems like right now you're looking for a relationship and maybe she wasn't, and that's fine. But here's the thing, if you're trying to force her to go into relationship mode, if right now she's in like, I want to enjoy being single mode, then obviously those different energies are not going to align. So that could also be a reason why you're getting the results with her that you are. And so my advice to you, just to finish out this question here, is I always like to say this, and it's really funny that we're out here with water, because you're trying to hold water right now. This is an analogy I like to make. You don't want to be holding water, because imagine this waterfall back here. Do you see this waterfall, Alex? This waterfall back here, if I put my hand under that, if I wanted to try to hold water, well, right now you're like the guy who's like going out there and you're like grasping at the water. Well, what happens if I put my hand under there and I'm like grasping it? I'm trying to force it to happen, but the water just doesn't want to do it. Well, if I grasp it, it's just gonna go everywhere. I'm never gonna actually get any water. But if I can go just put my hand under the water and just like kind of relax a little bit, well, what starts to happen is instead of going everywhere, it starts to pool up inside of my hand. And rather than trying to hold water, if I just relax and let it happen, it just starts to pool up, and there you go, I got the water. So same thing with you and this girl. You're trying to force her to go into committal mode, and she's probably just trying to play the field. She even told you that she likes talking to other guys and she's like enjoying being single right now. Those are little hints that she's saying like, I'm not ready for a relationship, especially with you right now, because I just don't know mentally if I want to go to that place right now. And so for you, stop trying to hold water. For you, go out, develop abundance with women, meet a lot of different women, and go on dates with all of them, and then start to figure out what you do and don't like, and start to figure out what qualifications that you want in a girl. That way you can actually disqualify a girl, and it's not just a line that you use to disqualify her in a playful way, but it's an actual deal breaker or something that you don't want to date because you've experienced it. And then because you are developing this abundance and you're improving yourself and you're living a life that would naturally attract people into it anyways, well, now you're just being you, and you're starting to get all that water, aka the attraction from the girl that you actually want, just as a byproduct of you being you. So hopefully that gives you a little bit more clarity, if anything, and hopefully that answers your question, man. That said, if you want to figure out more about what to do, what to say, exactly how to get girls attracted to you, I want to give you a copy of my best-selling book, 107 Proven Ways to Get the Girl, completely for free. All you got to do is cover shipping and handling, and I'll ship this book to you anywhere in the world. So if you want to grab your copy of this book, just go to howtogetthegirlnow.com. And if you have any questions you want to see answered in the future, hop over to my Instagram. I can't promise that I'm going to see every single question that gets asked to me, but I'll definitely try. So shoot me a message on Instagram and follow me if you haven't already. And on that note, I'll see you in the next video, my man. Peace out.